Okay. NewGNR.com. I'm at the Rock Band area right now.
Rock Band 1 Band World Tour went really, really well. People loved that feature. It was really great. And this time around, we've tried to take Band World Tour and expand it to really encompass everyone. It encompasses all the things that fans were asking for, a lot of fan feedback. So this time around, we've got...
Okay, this is for NewGNR.com. I'm at P3 right now. I'm about to go up and try to find someone from Harmonix to ask about Shackler's Revenge on Rock Band 2. You're from Harmonix?
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you. I had a couple questions about Rock Band 2. Do you mind if I ask you?
Yeah, go.
Okay. We'll start from here. All right. So how many tracks do you have on Rock Band 2?
There's 84 that are going to be on.
You got 84?
84. Yeah. There's everything from Dylan to Metallica to Sonic Youth to all sorts of stuff.
You got a bunch of new modes and stuff too, right?
Yeah. There's a new
Actually, you know, I don't know if this. I don't know if my camera's picking up audio right now. Do you mind if we go out here and ask a couple questions?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, so is it going to be the same, like, will the same instruments from Rock Band 1, will they work with Rock Band 2?
Yeah, the same instruments are going to work, but there's new things about the new one. Like, there's a premium drum set that you can buy separately for $300 that has much better pads, it has cymbals, the bass drum pedal is a lot more durable.
Okay, and I had a question, too. At the Microsoft press conference, you had the big announcement of the Guns N' Roses track from Chinese Democracy.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, it's coming out in September, right? I mean, that track will be available right off the bat?
The track, well,
Shackler's Revenge?
It will be on the game.
Okay, have you heard it?
Yeah, I have heard it, yeah.
What do you think of it?
I can't really talk about it that much. I can't really.
Okay, have they given any indication about, like, is there going to be like a release alongside Chinese Democracy or anything about when that's coming out?
You know, that's all kind of like licensing stuff. I mean, I can't really go into that. Like, I can't talk about that kind of stuff.
Okay, I mean, do you know anything about whether that's going to be?
I mean, all I can tell you is I heard the song. It sounds great. I know that the guys are working on it right now, and they're just finishing up, and everyone really likes the song. It sounds great. But I mean, that's really kind of all I can tell you. You know?
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
You know, it's just kind of like you miss the sound of Slash. I mean, it definitely does sound different. You know, you've got it's Buckethead that's on there, and it just sounds completely different. Kind of like the old GNR stuff does. It kind of sounds like like an industrial, like kind of Nine Inch Nails, like real produced. But
are you sure it's Buckethead? It's.
I mean, I believe so. I mean, it just sounds very different. You know, it's definitely not that Slash feel. It's kind of like.
You are an old fan of Guns N' Roses?
Yeah. I mean, how do you not like? You know.
Okay. But I mean, just as an old Guns N' Roses fan, I mean, your first impression of this. Like, have you heard any of the other leaks or anything?
No, I mean, we haven't gotten. I mean, that was the only thing we got. My only the only new stuff I've heard has been the song that we got. I mean, and I like it. I mean, it's you know, it's not like it's bad. It just sounds completely different than anything else before. Like, it doesn't sound like the, you know, sweet child of mine Guns N' Roses that I'm used to. You know.
And off the record, I mean, have they told you anything about with the Chinese Democracy release? Like, is that going to coincide with this?
Well, no. I mean, the thing about all of it is that, you know, we work with MTV to make Rock Band, and the big thing is that I know that, you know, Guns N' Roses has been talking to MTV a lot about the VMAs, because those are in September, and Rock Band coincided, the release of Rock Band coincided with the VMAs, and everyone kind of figured out it would be a really perfect time, I think, to kind of get things going, to release the albums, you know?
Albums?
Well, there's yeah, from what I've heard from, you know, from what I've heard is that there's going to be 4 simultaneous albums released that coincide with, you know, the VMAs and stuff. That should, from what I've heard, that should start around September, after September.
The album's release or the advertising?
The album's release.
It's supposed to be in September?
Not in September, but that's when it'll all kind of get started and get kicked off.
Okay, so they're playing the VMAs and the songs going to be in Rock Band in September?
That's just what the impression I'm under. I mean, that's kind of the feeling I get, and that's just kind of like what I would say is going to happen.
And four albums at the same time?
That's just kind of the word what I've heard around.
Do you know anything about the specific track listing or anything?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I mean, we got the one song. That was it. I mean, and, you know, it's one of those things where it's been so kind of secretive about just that one song, you know. And I know that they've been really tight about like the lyrics specifically, and with making the game, you kind of need all those elements to it. And it's the people at Harmonix and MTV. They know how big of a deal this is in Chinese democracy, especially how long it's taken, and they don't want to screw it up. They don't want so we only got that one track, but.